The country boys are swimming. Look at this. Lord.
Hello everyone. Well, yes, it has been a minute since I have videoed. And yes, I know I need an explanation for where I have been. So much has went on, so much has been happening, and I'm going to catch you up on a little bit of what's happened this summer. And well, as you can see, I've got a new little patio here around my little cottage here. So we're going to take you on a small tour here and show you kind of what I've done that I can do. But yeah, I'll explain here in just a second. Well, welcome to my little front porch in my cottage. Yep. Well, what has happened, guys, is earlier this summer I had a small little issue happen, and yeah, it wasn't good. And well, as some of you all know, I have older parents, and one had fell, and why I was over, and so needless to say, you know, analyzing the situation, you know, I called and tried to get help, and they were kind of struggling in different situations trying to get up, and they pulled themselves up most of the way, and I got behind them, afraid they were going to fall, and well, make a long story short, they couldn't stand, so I had to let them back down after we'd almost got them up. And when I did, I slowly let down and ended up straightening my legs, and when I did, I popped my back. So that kind of messed me up for a little bit. Plus, I broke my foot, and well, it put me into a situation where I went and had x-rays because I thought, oh, I just sprained it, I think, which I knew better because I heard the pop and everything. And yeah, I fractured L4, and I fractured the top of my foot. So, needless to say, a couple weeks there, I felt sorry for myself and, you know, cried and whined, and because this is summertime, and you know, I have so much to do, not counting the animals in my yard and my garden, and so that I had to do a lot of soul searching, and so I had to try to slow down, stop in a situation. But as you all know, I'm not a couch sitter, so that was, there's some kind of little fly. So that knowing how I am, I made sure I didn't overdo it. I didn't want to take anything that made me feel good or make me think I was okay, because being me, I would overdo it. So for the first 2 or 3 weeks was extremely painful, and on both sides. I didn't know what first I had broke my foot until my back was, I mean, I knew I couldn't walk on my foot. I just thought I sprained it or something. But I didn't. So my back started getting a little better as time went on, because I wasn't lifting, tugging, pulling hoses, or, you know, digging, anything else I do. So I had to recruit some help, different help, and then my foot started really hurting, because I was just walking on it everywhere, doing everything, standing. Because I didn't miss a beat at work. I still went and stood and everything. But it started swelling, and then I had some issues there because that's one thing I could not do is stay off my foot. But it's healing too. Let's just say we're on the right path. Don't get me wrong, I'm still limping around and not walking fast. I ain't in a jog yet, but I have been feeling a lot better. But that is what has happened. And being in that type of frame of mind was not a good time to video, because I didn't know what I was going to do, because I do so much. And I didn't know how I was going to do anything. And I was just mad because I couldn't do anything. But I have overcome a lot of that, and I've actually asked and went and got help, and plus my son come in for a whole month, and he's been helping me. So that was a good thing, him coming in and just taking over the situation, especially with trees and everything just growing in the garden, which I had had the garden planted. It just got kind of weeded, but that's okay because it's still coming in. You just have to walk around weeds to find your surprises. But I'm going to take you around and show you just the little things that my son helped me do, and how I kind of made my happy space until I get better. And I did. I made a little area. As you all know, I love to plant. I'm always in the garden doing something. And actually, just sitting down and digging holes was really good therapy for me, because I just started planting. And I'd have certain areas tilled for me so I could just plant. So that was really good. So I kind of been playing with my little area, what I could do, And the little remodeling in the back has come to a standstill because I can't get on a ladder at this point. And certain things had to kind of just take a back seat. But anyway, I'm going to try to be back up, back on YouTube, back into the swing, and not feeling so bad and getting up all hours of the night just in pain. And yeah, we'll just see how it works out here. But I'm going to take you on a small tour of what kind of I've been doing. And hope you guys can follow along with me and see what I've been up to. Okay? Okay, needless to say, you know me with all my little flowers, and I have been decorating, painting, and just doing all kinds of little fun stuff to my little cottage here, my little flower cottage. And I'm going to show you the outside. I put a new porch down, and I like that pretty good. And don't get me wrong, I didn't do a lot of this. I had a lot of help, free help from my son, and he helped me plant all my little side flowers here. And he made me a little walkway, which we run out of stone only because they quit selling it. I mean, it was scarce where we live, but we're working on it. And he laid some of the little stonework. Let me get out of the shadow here. And needless to say, we had to go with different kind because they run out of stuff here. So he's got the little stepping stones here on the ground. Plus he did me a big little patio. And most of this was all, I mean, just stuff I had in the barn. A lot of this wrought iron furniture. And this was a flea market find my son had at the Venture Bus. And I just kind of added chairs, which we had to put another little strip here because they didn't even have enough of these to go around, which it looks okay because it matches the front over on that end. But we've got our little table. Then went into the barn and I found my big, I don't know, it just reminds me of candy, some type of candy umbrella. And yeah, I sat and scrubbed that little guy up. And look how pretty this little umbrella is. Reminds me of the beach. But it's just, which I had 2 or 3 different umbrellas, black and gray, but this just made it so festive with to me it looks like a cupcake or something. And there's my little patio that he helped me fix. Okay, then we planted, oh gosh, marigolds and marigolds and marigolds this year. And look at these marigolds that's come up right here. And the top right there, sunflowers are coming up. Plus we put a lot of little annuals in. And the fencing is up because of certain little critters sometimes likes to come over. But I've really, truthfully, I haven't had too much problem with my chickens or anything. Just when you first dig, they do. And I have to water. I just got home, so everything's a little droopy. But all of these are will come back. Okay, these are all plants that will actually come back, except for the marigolds. And we planted the little fence line, and we bought all different kinds of bulbs, planted different type of bulbs, and like these daylilies, and we bought a lot of cornflowers, and to me they're like big daisies, but they're called cornflowers, and they come up yearly, and it's different color, the pink, the maroon, we got yellows, and these are the little annual flowers. And I could name you most of these flowers, but I'll have to look them up. Those are the orange cornflowers, which are going to be beautiful, and more daylilies here. And I put daylilies all the way across the back of the fence. Bulbs over here. We got daylilies up against the fence, and they're blooming. And some of these will be big bushes too. So we didn't want to get them too close together like that one right there. And this is the apple tree, which I found an old window that I'm going to paint on. And here's my marigold garden with sunflowers, just full. They haven't bloomed yet. They're in the midst of blooming. And we added 4 new little chicks. And these guys, one of my brothers bought these because he wanted, these little chickens are supposed to lay chocolate eggs. They look chocolate, but they're not chocolate. But the eggs are dark chocolate. So they'll be pretty interesting if we live to see these guys if they live, which I keep them in the little fenced area. That way they can play in the little flower garden, and they don't really tear up anything, and nothing hurts them. Okay, and then walking around my little garden, you know, we decorated, my son helped me decorate the little sides, and we put wreaths up. We got little fairy lights going everywhere. I've got all my pots here to plant. These are the flowers we've done planted. Look at all these. And I kept all of them in a row so I know what I planted, and I'm going to kind of keep them in gladiolas. These are bulbs we planted. Just tons of just different kind. Dahlias. We planted wildflower blend. Just tons. But that way I can keep them in a folder, and I'll know what they are when they bloom. But yeah, he helped me decorate. And then we've got a myrtle crate right here, and different flowers. And we got irises bulbs all through here too, which will bloom next year. But yeah, these are my lilies. And those spread really big. And I'm not sure. I'll have to look at what that one is. But yeah, here's our little, I gotta water everything. It's been really hot here. We've just put little statues up, and yeah, we've had little teas and luncheons and just mega cookouts this year, since everybody's coming in different times. And like I said, my son helped me decorate. And I am working on my little room in here. Now I'm going to show you, but we're still working on the little furniture in here. So here we go in. Now my tools and gardening equipment is still here, so just ignore this, okay? Now here we go. This is the little flooring in here. Let's see. Let me put some of these up. We had a cookout last night and we just threw pillows and we sat out and had a campfire. But here's my little sewing area. It's my little sewing machine. Look how cute that is, y'all. Got a little garden. And I put little curtains up. There you go. We got our little rabbits going on here, having a picnic there. And we got our little rats or mice over here having a picnic. There you go, little pigs. Then we've got, this is my little shelves that I got all my crafts in. My ribbons and all that stuff. And these are my little stuffed animals that I've had for years and years. Look at just little squirrels and oh, my rat fell. Look, Big Daddy rat fell. Let's sit him back up. He don't sit well. He don't play well with the others. And I've got my big Victorian mirror. And I got my easel back here. And we've got two big chairs we pulled out here. Okay. That's why me and my sister both can do crafts together. And we kind of set things off because we had to use some tables last night. And I haven't put my curtains up here yet. But I'm putting all my different kind of teapots and vases out here. And my Peter Rabbit and just different type of little stuff I have. And that's it. I mean, that's my little house right now. And my little chair here. But I pull my chair up here to sew. And we've got our little sewing rack back here where I got my threads and stuff. And we're hanging our little purses back here. But yeah, this is my little playhouse, basically. My little cottage. But yeah, these are my curtains I'm getting ready to put up in the front window right here. And I painted all the trim work in here. And you know, most of this I did this while I was hurt. I could just, you know, sit and do things. But yeah, here's my little craft show. I've got all my paints, my ribbons to make wreaths and stuff. See all my ribbons, bows, tape, scissors. Yeah, so it's all in one kind of spot. That way it's easy if I want to be crafty. And yeah, my little junk, as people says, my little stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff I had when I was little, so it's all part of my little playhouse. That I come out here and I can do my crafts and paint. Okay. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my little flower garden tour in my small little cottage. And I will definitely be putting up another video and show you all my vegetables, all the new added additions to the farm, and be taking you around and showing you what else I've been up to since you haven't seen me. But alrighty, I hope every one of you all are doing well. I hope you're doing good, and I'm so sorry that I haven't been in the scenes, but hopefully I will be back strong as ever. And we'll see you guys back at the farm, okay? Bye-bye. Come on, boys. Let's go.